Welcome to Tlakas Tavern.
We are live.
Welcome to Tlakas Tavern.
One minute, security.
Welcome to Tlakas Tavern.
Oh, she will miss it. So they didn't choose her for the relays. I'm sorry, I done bust out with the line.
Welcome to Tlakas Tavern. Yeti, yeti.
Well, good evening, everyone. I think. Go ahead. Did you set your beginning? That's it. That's all we got.
Oh no, we have more. Welcome to Tlakas Tavern. Today is July the 6th,
Indeed, it is.
2021.
Oh God.
Today is the day the Lord hath made.
Wait, no. We're not gonna do
Let
that.
us rejoice and be glad in it.
You stupid. See, this is the shenanigans that I went through, and I'm like, man, you just done blew my whole church high. Can you like really not do that? Can you say that for worship
The deacon
Wednesdays?
bird.
Look, no, for worship Wednesdays. No.
You've never had a church high. What the hell are you talking about? You ain't been to church since 2 years before the COVID.
That's not true. Now I was going to church hell. I was trying to save your soul, trying to make sure you made it to heaven with me. I just gave up. I'm like, it ain't my job. Everybody, what they say, everybody can't go with you.
You gave up on yourself too.
No, I didn't give up on me because I know I'm always worshiping the spirit and the truth, and I'm just been trying to curb my curse words.
Hello, boys and girls out there in radio land.
How about ladies and gents?
Hello, boys and girls out there in radio land.
I done fool with boys
Once
and
again,
girls.
welcome to the Tlakas Tavern, and we have Tlaka faces in the building.
Good evening, everyone.
And also we have Lovey in the building.
Hey.
She made it. She's here.
Indeed.
She's over there glowing and shining and texting and all the above.
Why you telling this lady business?
She ain't got no business.
Right. No business here.
Wow.
She ain't got no business here.
Well, anywho.
And also today.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh Lord, she usually tells you guys what today.
No, I
is.
don't even know. You made a joke on purpose to find out what today is, so you tell us what
I'm kind of
today
disappointed
is.
because I wanted to stop at Kentucky or Popeyes or Hart's or Timmy Chan's or You Buy We Fry and show up with some chicken because today is National Fried Chicken Day.
Hey. This is a good one, Tlaka.
Yeah. Here's the deal.
It's really a shame that a lot of us people who are stereotyped as eating chicken really don't know that. It's weird.
It's not anything weird about it, but here's the deal. We finally get a decent holiday, and look who tell it.
I would know.
Oh, goodness. Well, anyway, yes, today is National Fried Chicken Day. Fitting for after the 4th of July.
Yes. So if you're at home frying chicken, let us know what you're frying. Send us pictures. Send us video.
Wait a minute. Listen to what you said. You said if you're at home frying chicken, let us know what you're frying.
Yes. You know, they may be doing leg quarters. They may be doing wings.
Okay,
They may be doing drums.
Okay. It's still chicken.
Chicken gizzards.
Okay, still chicken. Anywho, y'all, welcome to the tavern. We're going to get this show. The show is a little late, but we're going to get it started. We're not going to keep y'all long tonight. But I was just reading, and I'm trying to make sure that I read this right. I know they're saying that Shakari, the baby, the 21-year-old who got disqualified because she smoked marijuana, and she was disqualified. She was given that 30-day suspension. And so, I mean, a lot of people feel mixed ways about that suspension. My take on it, which is a lot of people don't agree with me because they're like, we need to stop bashing each other, blah, blah, blah. It's not about bashing each other. It's about accountability and, you know, our youth understanding they're getting over that sense of entitlement. Where if one more person tell me it's just weed, it could be just Tylenol, but if it's something that we were not supposed to partake in, then I mean, if it's just like going to work. If your employer tell you you can't drink on the job, you can't smoke on the job, and you do, and they find out and they fire you, then that was just something that you were reckless enough to get caught up in. Um, that's just my thing, and we just got to be accountable for it. You just can't say it's just this, it's just that. We got to just stop justifying everything. A rule is a rule.
So what is the update on it? What is the latest?
The latest, I'm trying to see if I read this
She's
right.
running the relay. She just ain't running the 100 meter, and then they got rid of her time. But it don't really matter because it doesn't take away from the fact that she can still run this time and probably will run the time again. Also, I just feel like it's been too many other instances for this instance to be attacked the way it is. Yeah, it's accountability, but it's also privilege for the people who've gotten away with
we
it.
already know that, though. So here's the deal.
So you can't hold her to a higher regard
But
as a 21-year-old black lady when you got fucking Bill Clinton. You got there's too many other people that have done way more. I'm talking about performance enhancing drugs. Like it's too much of that for them to look, and that's why they're saying it's just weed, because the other extremes.
I get that.
That's all.
But this is what I'm saying. I get that, but that goes back to something that we've been saying from day one. I hate to even this one over here. People keep saying again. We have to keep thinking. We have to get out of our mind, because it's like what they do. We can't do what they do. We're not at that point in history to where we can do what they do. Here's the deal. Everybody, when I said for me, I understand people make mistakes. I'm not being judgmental against this young lady, because we've all make them. Hell, excuse my language. I'm trying to stop cussing, but I'm a cusser. But hell, I just fucked up this week. We all do. We get it. No, we're not being judgmental. But here's the deal. We know that even right now, when we go for a certain job, we still got to be better, do better than what they do. We can't hold ourselves to the same standards that they hold themselves to. Just because they do it, they can do it and get away with it. You going down the tubes. The first thing they did when they saw this young lady, they judged her ghetto because of her hair, nails, and all this other stuff.
That's why I say you got to know it's deeper than what they trying to make it seem. She's being made an example of, and that's why I have a problem with it, because there's too many other instances.
She's an example.
Exactly.
She is, and if she hadn't have broken that title or ran that race like she did, it would have never even hit the media.
And we get that. We understand it, but it did. And when it first popped off and they first started it, that's when it goes to show, hey, right now, everything I do is on me, and everything that she does, other people, and I'm gonna say it like this: they see it as a representation of us as a collective. Now, it's not this. Everything that's going on with this young lady is really not about Shakari Richardson. It's about the perception of the young black woman today.
As the collective.
It's not. It has nothing to do with her. My thing is, I'm hurt for her, for what all she went through and what all she's going through, and for what has happened. And I get it. But again, we're still back again to where we're still held at a certain level. That's just like me on my job. And when you're dealing with people, especially people of different races and social statuses, the way they see and envision things is totally different. Me and my coworkers, we sitting over in the corner, and as our people say, we shucking and jiving. To them, we're arguing and being. I'm afraid something might be going on over there, because they don't understand what we're saying. They don't understand our lingo. So this whole thing with regards to this young lady, it's bigger than her. I guess.
You took that. I'm sorry. You cleared that up for me. I agree with you totally.
And so, that's the thing. Most of our young people, they don't get it, and that's the argument that I have with my kids. I'm like, y'all are not getting it. Y'all don't get it that because y'all haven't experienced it all. Y'all seen it. Y'all think y'all know. Y'all read about it, and y'all marched in the protest, but y'all are still missing the bigger picture.
They are not entitled. You're a black youth. You're not entitled. You have to work hard for it. You have to do a little better. You have to walk a straight line. You may get paid and all that, but eventually it's gonna bite you in the ass because of perception.
Again, it's just like Bill Cosby.
Oh yeah, I was
No,
gonna
you
say
say
that.
Bill
Yeah.
Cosby, R. Kelly, all of them. You still don't care how successful you become. You still,
The N word.
you still that. That's what you are. And so you got to, you still have to hold yourself to a different set of standards.
That's what Jay-Z say. I'm not black, I'm OJ.
Hmm.
That song.
So, I mean, Miss Levy,
Hmm?
what do you think? Because see,
I already said what I thought.
because see, we're younger. We're along that age. I hate to say, I have children, right along your age, and so our perspective on a lot of things are opposite because we've been around a little bit longer.
Yeah, we've been around longer. We've seen what success is, and when you get successful, the first little thing you do, they gonna bite you in the ass.
Well, they're not going to even let you get as soon as you don't even have to be successful. You can just be the person that move the masses.
Yep.
You don't have to be successful. You just have to be the person. If you're the person that can speak to people and get people's attention, then you automatically get a target on your back.
Yes, ma'am.
And
Okay.
so that's the deal with that. So with the update, so they're going to let her do the relay.
They're gonna let her do the relay, but they're getting rid of her time, and she can't run the 100
Well,
meter.
here's the deal. If she ran smoking weed, which is gonna put her ass to sleep, what you think she gonna do sober? I'm just that's just
and
my
then it's like I know her. You know her mom had died. Not saying that that's an excuse, but I'm saying a lot of these young people self-medicate, if you will. So
well,
I
not
don't
the
know.
self, the old people, everybody do.
Right. I'm just saying that level of the generation, especially. That's what I was saying.
I don't know who her handler is, but her handler fucked up, telling her, hold up, I don't care how you mourning or what's going on, you cannot do this.
Or not even you can't do that, but
Her handler screwed that up.
no, I feel like that should have never. Like low key in my mind, I feel like it was like she was set up low key.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? Like somebody said something or whatever. But I also feel like how she did that and not
She
known.
was snitched on. I told you that. She was
Yeah.
snitched on.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It was in America, they didn't want that look.
I already know representing them. That's why I said it's
Yeah.
deeper than just she smoked weed. It ain't even about that.
They didn't want that look representing the United
Exactly.
States. They didn't
I already
want that.
know. That's what I said from the beginning.
Yeah, they did
It
not
ain't got
want
nothing to do
that.
with her smoking weed or none of that shit. It has to do
If
with.
she didn't have that look, they'd have looked at that and kept it moving.
Mm-hmm.
They were like, "Oh, we don't give a damn about no weed.
We don't care.
pass."
We're gonna let this. We have enough of them to get some gold medals. We can pass on this one.
Yeah, we want to win this. They were like, but they did not want that look.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm gonna say it, and I know people might take it the wrong way. I wanted to see her with that orange hair on that damn Wheaties box. I'm just saying, that was the shit I was waiting for. I had already had my little 568 ready to go buy that Wheaties box with her on there with that orange hair and that blue outfit. That's what I was living for that right there. I'm just saying.
Wow.
So, well, that's what we are. So we're just gonna watch out and see what happens with her next.
You heard about Felicia Rashad?
Yes.
Yep, I heard.
That's another. They banging niggas out here.
Yep.
Yeah. So here's the deal, though.
I love it though. She spoke her mind. I love it.
She did speak of her. They got Felicia fucked up.
Yeah, I love it.
And then Bill back there talking about with all the millions I done gave y'all, this how y'all want to play?
Yep, for real.
That's what he said.
Yeah, because you have to, Bill.
He said that.
Not
Bill.
billions. Bill gave.
Who he said that to?
To Howard, but I mean, Bill Cosby supported.
Oh, to Howard University.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
he supported education. So yes, Bill Cosby has given millions. He was a huge supporter.
For sure.
Yeah.
Millions.
And so he said, "Oh, this how y'all want that? Don't count me out. I might be 82 and just came out, but I still got that bang." And everybody know the only reason why Bill got caught up and locked up on that because Bill been trying to buy NBC for forever, and that's what got Bill Cosby locked up behind them bars. It has nothing to do about some 40-year-old statutory rape. Oh, not statutory rape, but rape.
Consensual.
Roofie rape, or whatever they want to call it.
Quaalude.
Consensual. Let's
That
get
sounds
high.
like a bad version of what That was it Scarface
Yeah.
with the Quaaludes?
Yeah, that's exactly that time.
Yeah.
It was during that time.
I mean, well, I ain't trying to be funny. I was a toddler back then, but I remember they was popping. I knew what a Molly was back. Well, what they called Valium and what the hell was it? Valiums and Molly's or whatever. They've been popping.
Molly's are new.
Well, not
Molly's are
probably.
new.
But what was they calling them back then? They was Valiums and something else.
Quaaludes?
Ecstasy.
No,
Mm,
they had a
wasn't
different
ecstasy
name.
wasn't even out
Anyway,
yet.
it was two.
I'm not it.
Anyway, they was popping pills back in the 70s. I remember.
For
We
sure.
used to call it Spanish fly.
No, it
That's
wasn't.
how far back I go.
Well, I don't know about that.
Oh, I would way back.
No, it wasn't that.
Spanish fly. If y'all know about that Spanish fly, hit us up.
Yeah, so
You
well,
don't know about that love, else.
but
Nah, I know it's a song.
Yeah.
see,
Oh, y'all
no, we ain't finna.
Where you gonna go
No, because he finna. No, we're not going there.
Okay.
But anyway,
Still
Bill
like, damn.
said what he said, and at the end of the day, with regards, Felicia held the ground, and she ain't going away either. And then you just playing with black royalty to me right now. So and Houstonian royalty. So we're not finna let that slide. And everybody talking about where's our free R. Kelly. I don't know about it. He
Nah,
already
that's too much. They going
Yeah.
too far.
yeah. Now
Let that nigga sat.
well, he out. He ain't in there. He's out on like a bond or something
I
like that.
want R. Kelly out making music. I will go to the Woodlands, whatever that shit is.
R.
down
Kelly
there.
don't do the Woodlands. He always do the stadiums.
Well, he got to start off at the Woodlands. I would go to
No, at the Woodlands. He gonna start back at the arena. What are you talking about?
I would go. I would spend my money to go see R. Kelly.
Well, R. Kelly, we never. The thing about it is, we never doubted R. Kelly's talent. It's just about his personal preferences. That's the best way to put that. So we were the other thing we were talking about was the issue with DMX wife. Not the wife, the girlfriend. DMX passed. He didn't leave a will. He lived with this young lady for 8 years, 9 years, something like that. And she went to court to try to claim her
money.
her monies and for due to her time, and she said that they were married.
They booted her ass out there because she wasn't coming. He was still married to his wife.
Oh, was he?
I'm just. That's what
I don't know nothing about him being married to his wife, but
Oh.
because they threw it out because they weren't married.
Oh,
So they threw it out because
Oh.
he never married her.
well, I don't know if that's only in Texas. I thought after 6 months, if you're still at the same address, you're.
Every state has different laws.
Okay.
Here's the thing: it just depends on some states. Not Texas. 6 months. It used to be Texas. Technically, it's a lot of folks out here married. Technically, according to the state of Texas, because if y'all would spend 48 hours under the same roof and they refer to each other at one point in time as their spouse, then according to the state of Texas, then you're legally married. That was back then.
So you
But-
go do some nasty stuff for 48 hours.
Oh, see, you always have to go there with the bullshit.
You threw the I'm like,
Well,
how
I'm
the hell
just saying,
48 hours?
That's what the law used to be. But however, Texas is not a alimony state, so you can be married, but you still won't get nothing.
Damn, 48.
You can play first 48 somewhere and see what happens
48 hours with you, and you didn't. I'm stuck with you. That's what you're saying.
for life.
That's fucked up.
Or $9.95 legalese divorce. One of the two. Take it how you choose. But
You
she
will
didn't.
not get the whole weekend. Okay, what's next?
Oh man, are you? I'm not. We're not. I can't. I'm not. So that's what we were just talking about. So right now, everything is still being settled amongst the kids or whatever. I just hope they work it all out. My take on that is, again, for these women that say a piece of paper don't mean nothing, you better check again. A piece of paper mean a whole lot. That piece of paper determine whether I could be buried at the VA or else I'm gonna have to go to paradise. I'm just saying that piece of paper mean a lot. So, I'm just saying, y'all sit in these relationships wisely. there was a study. It said, and I'm gonna ask you, you're a man. It says a man will know if he's has any plans on marrying a woman within the first 3 to 6 months.
Mm.
Yes. And technically, they say if that man has not married you after 2 years, it's time for you to kick rocks
Let me sip.
and get the moving because he has no intention on marrying you.
Let me sip
Good
on
evening,
this.
Jay Michelle. I see you.
Let me sip on this before I answer that.
And Calissa, you can sip on it all you want to. Come on, answer the question. We on short time. We running
okay,
tonight.
we're running late.
Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's go.
A man know probably in less than a month. He know. He got an idea. It's cha-ching, this a keeper. He know that after a month. Most men, not in all cases, but most men, you are a prospect after a
A
month.
prospect.
A prospect for marriage after he knows. Yeah, that's the right term, a prospect.
Okay.
Yeah, you know.
So, what's the hold up? What
In some cases, you know, immediately, a week later, 2 weeks later, you can see a lady across the way, the room. You can just be involved with her, and you know, you like, I will marry her.
Well, that's what Steve Harvey said. Steve
Yeah,
Harvey
so
said
it don't take long.
when Marjorie.
If he dragging you on for years and years, when you do get married, it's just appeasing you, and y'all done messed around so damn long. It's one of those oh wells.
Well, that's sad, but
Might as well get married. Been kicking it with her this long. Might as well, dog.
Well, Pitt say
Being 100. I'm just letting you know.
Pitt say he say after a year it gives you an idea about you. They know within a year. Well, he's a man, and
it don't take no year.
Well, Steve Harvey said when he saw Marjorie walk in, he knew that was going to be his wife.
It don't take a year. Trust me, it don't take no year. After years, might as well.
After years, might as well.
That's when you go to the might as well. You love them, in love with them, but it's the might as well. You're still on eggshells.
See, and that goes to the part 2 of the relationship to me, where you have a lot of people that love their partner, but however, they're not in love with their partner, and that makes for a lifetime of bullshit.
Are you a might as well wife?
Look, I'm gonna say,
we need to have a whole show. Are you a might as well wife?
I was a might as well wife for 20 plus years.
That really sound fucked up.
But it was because shit, it is what it was. I don't think we would get like 5 years, something like that.
Write
before.
that down. We gotta
I'm not writing that bull crap down
What?
because see, that's what you with them shenanigans.
Are you
On to the next. Are you? Well, shit. The question is, are you a might as well? Well, you'll just do husband because you pull the trash
Yes.
can out to the yard and cut the grass.
Yes, yes, yes. What did you just call it? What was the term you just used?
I don't know.
Oh, come on, you gotta come on. Yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. Some husband and woman like shit. I'm gonna marry this dude.
Jay Michelle said, yes, it does. You will know all about finances and health.
What Jay Michelle talking about? Jay, what are you talking about?
See, basically, I think she's saying, after a year or so, about their finances, what type of health, if they're in decent health, what's going on with them, because you don't want to sign yourself up to somebody and then you get in there and you find out that they are broke. What was that new?
I'm gonna say something so ridiculous. I thought it was love, it didn't matter.
What? Okay,
I
so
thought with love it didn't
she
matter.
said what I'm saying is correct. And then you say with love it doesn't matter.
With
And
love it don't matter.
and I'm gonna say, as Tina Turner said, what's love got to do with it? Because you're not finna bring all them shenanigans over there. If I don't work hard,
sit back there and co-sign this
no, I'm
shit,
just
though.
saying, if I don't work hard to try to dig myself out of a 400 to finally get to 700, and then you done hit all this shit, and then next thing you know, I'm all in love and we married.
So you gonna write a song? What credit got to do with it?
That's no. Hold on. Actually, Jay Michelle say love really don't have nothing to do with it. It's all about health and finances.
Jay, when I see you, we gonna have a conversation.
And she say love will come.
Ain't that some shit?
Love will come.
Love will come.
Well, I was just saying, for man, I don't know. I'm throwing my hands up because I don't have answers to any of these things. I've done all the what they say the right things to do, and all that shit was fucked up. So I don't have an answer to that one. I think to me it's each his own, and each situation is a tad bit different.
True.
So we gonna let that one uh, ride.
Ride. You gonna let that one ride.
And so we got one more little thing we're gonna talk about. Then it'll be almost time for us to get out of here because the show's gonna be a little short today. And the conversation for today was male code, female code.
What is female code?
Female code is the same code as the male code.
Lovey, what is female code? You know, you hanging with your homegirls and stuff, and y'all had that code when it comes to men.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that female code.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you don't do this, you don't do that.
Right.
You don't see this, you don't say that. You didn't see this.
Well, let me say, Pitt say one more thing. Pitt say love matters in your 20s. That's you absolutely right. And anything after that
Who
is
said that?
Pitts.
Pitts.
And he said after that it's all about health and finances.
Good shot, Pitts. You right about that.
Mm-hmm.
So, back to this code.
Yeah.
The code.
Female code is simple to a certain degree. Well, nothing's simple with a female, but I'm just saying it's the same thing. You know, don't fool with your don't be giving out our girls code other than when we come together and we leave together.
So she said we can't. So in other words, she said you can't snitch on the codes.
I'm not snitching on.
You will be if you.
No. I'm not snitching on the code.
Well, I'm not.
We're talking about the code.
Well, I'm not saying no. I'm not snitching on the male code. Thank
no,
you for reminding me.
Y'all both were correct, Joker. Y'all both was correct. You and Piss. Here's the code. The code is simple. Just what she said. We come together, we leave together. I can't say how many times that's been violated. The code is if that you don't go behind your friend.
Bam.
Okay.
That's two good ones there.
Yeah, but that's the code. Those are the main codes. And the code is always have one designated driver and you have a drink watcher. I don't have no rhythm, so I don't dance. So I'm the designated drink watchers while everybody dance to make sure that don't nobody get roofed and everybody make it home good.
Men don't have no codes. It's just make sure I get home, dog. Check on me when I get there. And if you get a call, don't answer the phone. It ain't too many codes when it comes to men. Just I was with you. You know, that's about it.
So y'all just have just the one good lie.
Yeah. We don't have a bunch of codes there. So.
Y'all should. So it's okay for your homeboy to roll up on your wife.
No, yeah. Well, that's
I'm just saying. Well, you said y'all don't have no codes.
Yeah, that's self-explanatory.
Not necessarily because
because when you say code, codes don't involve your wife or your husband. Codes usually involve the sides, the extracurricular activity.
Well, that is the code. That's the number one code.
That's what the codes.
No, the code. Basically, what you just said, the number one code is don't fool with my wife. That's the number one code.
But codes have nothing to do with it. Codes is with extra shit. If you married and all of that stuff, that codes aren't a part of that. That's solid. That's in stone. That's written in stone. Codes goes on when you out there running around doing what you doing. Here, there, all over the place. You having a good time. That's when codes come in place.
So, basically, what you're saying is, well, my live cut off. Basically, what you're saying is the code only comes into play when y'all are out scalawagging.
Yep. Whatever term you want to use.
Yeah, so basically the only time there's a male code is when males are out scalawagging.
I don't know what scalawagging
There has to be like a general code amongst them.
But see, here's the deal. Like she told me, hey, don't go telling our code.
I have a code. Okay. If my partner is talking to you or you and y'all stop fucking around, I'm not gonna fuck with you.
Well, that's what we just said.
Period. You know what I'm saying? Don't call my phone. You ain't no need you texting me, asking me how I'm doing. None of that. All that is breaking the code. I'm not finna go check on you. You know what I'm saying? That's another thing nigga do. If I break up with a lady, my partner ain't got no business going back 2 weeks later, 3 months later. I just came by to check on you. He wants some
Well, my
pussy.
question is,
That's cold. I'm just, I'm just telling you straight up. It ain't
What if
no,
they was friends before that though?
No.
I'm telling you how
it's
a
the
man
same.
thinks.
It's the same thing with
Love it.
women.
Look
No.
at me. Love it. Love it.
Mhm. I said, what if they was friends before?
They were friends before, but he coming to check on you. He hoping and wishing you slipping.
How you slipping if y'all not together no more? You free
Cold.
game. Oh, the code. Okay. My bad.
Cold, lovey, cold.
There's got to be some stipulations.
Well, no. I'm just saying. I don't want it. I don't want nothing. If my friend had it, I don't want it. And I have never. Let me clear this up. I have. If it was my friend, I have never went behind my friend. Any of my friends. Mine.
Cold.
Yes.
Right.
Then that's something. Jamie shit. We go back 30. We go back 30, almost 40 years. Never went behind any of my friends.
Right. Cold.
Now, what about this one? This is the big question.
Oh, Lord.
No, I'm just
Let me sit
asking
back.
because this was the question that we have. So, the big deal is if you and your girls, y'all cool, but you just say you got beef, I got beef with you, but my girl, that's right, never. But my girl's going and hanging with you.
Mm.
That's some woman shit there.
No,
Some
it ain't.
people do that though. Like I don't fuck with people that fuck with people that I don't fuck with.
Yeah, that's woman shit.
But a lot of people do. They'll still, you know what I'm saying? But that make me look at you crazy because I'm like, oh, you know, that's just me though.
What's the common denominator on the table?
Exactly.
It's always what's the common denominator on the table. You know,
y'all speaking lady talk, y'all losing me. What the
we're
hell
not.
y'all talking
No,
about?
what we're saying is no. What the question is? So the whole thing is a lot of the questions lately been coming across on Facebook. If I don't fuck with you and you my bestie, we cool.
Mhm.
If I don't fuck with you, how my bestie gonna fuck with you? That's them fence straddlers. Now, here's the thing. Not saying that just because I don't get along with you that y'all can't be friends or can't be cordial. But here's the thing. We all going to be semi-cordial together because you can't, what they say, you can't eat off the same plate you shit on.
Mm.
So in other words, if you in love with friends
Yeah.
and you fall out with somebody, y'all have
So,
a
no,
friend
me and Lovey are friends.
Uh-huh.
And
I don't fuck with.
and she don't fuck with you.
Mm-hmm.
So, here's the deal. If me and Lovey are friends, we can be cordial.
Mm-hmm.
But we can't go hang out and do all this extra special ass shit because
you don't want to hurt her feelings.
it's not about hurting her feelings.
It's loyalty.
This
is loyal.
A lot of people don't understand loyalty and have loyalty.
Oh, I understand. I just want y'all to clear it up for the audience.
I know
exactly what
a lot of people say, well, that's not the mature thing. Mature thing, you don't stop people. It's not about stopping anybody from being a friend. Never try to stop anybody being from friends. And y'all can kick it and hang out and do whatever. But at the end of the day, this relationship over here is never going to be the same because I'm not going to trust you. How you gonna go kick it with the motherfucker that's trying
With the
to
ops.
get with the motherfucker trying to get me?
You with the ops. It can't be with the ops and be in my face and be my best friend.
Well, a lot of good old lady church folk do that.
Yeah, like Melanie say, loyalty.
They talk to Miss Sarah. Miss Sarah talks.
See, that's why you see me by myself most of the time.
And then they sit on the same pew on Sunday.
See, I can't do that.
You can't do that.
Because see, my thing is, I'm a kind of cut and dry person. Either I fuck with you or I don't. And if I don't fuck with you, I just don't fuck with you. And I've learned I can be cordial, but if I don't do you, I just don't do you. And if once I don't trust you, then you really can't infiltrate my structure because I'd have been. One thing I can honestly say about the newer the last 8 years have taught me a lot about people. And my thing is, my whole thing is, I'm like, if you my friend, I trust my friend. I trust, because I trust my friend with me. I'm trusting my friend with my life
In your best interest.
and my
always.
best interest. So how I'm gonna trust you with all this when you fucking with folks that don't have none of those things uh, at all? Yeah, you don't get it. You don't care about none of the shit at all for me. So that makes the difference. I'm like, not and like I said, we all grown. You can't pick and choose nobody friends. Never will and never have. So that's the one thing. Never try to pick anybody's friends. But at the end of the day, and like I say, just because me and Lovey cool and Lovey can be cool with you, and still don't really have no beef with you. But if y'all kicking it hard too,
Mm-hmm.
then somebody on the table. The question is who, and I'm not going to be guessing around about it if I'm the topic of discussion or not.
And that's going to be it for this evening. We're glad that you joined us for this short moment. We had a few problems today, so we cutting it short.
We ain't have no problem. Shit, we was tired.
Shit, we ain't gotta stop. We good.
We good, Lovey?
We gonna get this hour in.
Oh
We finna
Lord.
take a break and bring it back.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
Y'all finna be lazy in here.
Well, we
Nigga was late one time. Nigga, they finally, you know what I'm saying?
Well,
Niggas know we don't even start the show until 7:30 normally, so cut y'all shit out.
We'll be back in 7 minutes.
Thank you.
7 minutes long.
So free your mind and bring your ass back.